All right, guys, today we are in the Rivian R1T. I've been trying to get behind the wheel of one of these since they came out, and we finally got an opportunity to do so while we're out here in California. We just entered the Angeles National Forest. We're headed up to the Hungry Valley area to do some off-roading. I'm following Chris from Alpha Equipped in his Lexus GX 470 up ahead. Guy I kind of got to know a little bit through the Lexus GXOR Facebook page and forums. But today we're kind of getting some first impressions. We're going to go out on our maiden voyage off-road excursion. We'll see if we can find some trails that aren't flooded. We've gotten quite a bit of water here in Southern California the last few weeks, so some of the off-road parks have been closed, some of the trails have been closed that we were planning on doing. So we'll do our best today to kind of find some interesting stuff. I've basically just hopped in this Rivian R1T. We charged it briefly at an In-N-Out EVgo charge station. This can charge 130 miles in about half an hour with a 350 kilowatt charger. So it is a pretty good amount of capability to DC fast charge. We have the 800 horsepower quad motor R1T Adventure, which is pretty cool. We got the bigger battery pack as well. Right now we're driving in conserve mode. You can see we have a number of different drive modes here to the right on the screen. This will lower the vehicle and limit your throttle response and level of acceleration so that you get more range and drive more efficiently. There are a number of different drive modes. All-purpose is kind of the normal, regular, everyday drive mode that works for more different scenarios. It puts us into standard ride height. Ride improves a little bit at standard mode, just has a bit more suspension travel. There's off-road mode, snow, sport. We'll tackle some canyons in this R1T this week and see how this really handles. I've heard some amazing things about this truck on back roads, but we'll put it back into conserve and save on our range because we're going to be doing a lot of climbing. As you can see right now, we're going uphill, climbing from about 900 feet above sea level to over 5,000 feet up in the Angeles Forest. Of course, on the way back down, we'll be using regen and getting some of that range back. But yeah, we're burning through a battery pretty quickly here at about 60, 65 miles per hour at a pretty steep grade. You can see these semi trucks are really struggling to get up this. I really like the emphasis on off-roading and adventure. There are so many cool little features in this truck that really make it user-friendly and are just very thoughtful for the people who are a little bit more adventure-minded, from a self-leveling camp mode to various different off-road settings. Right now we're just driving this on the highway though, and there's actually a lot of similarities here to what Tesla does with their user interface. So cruise control is an adaptive system with a lane centering. To engage it, you just double press on the gear selector stalk behind the steering wheel, just like in a Tesla. So you can change your speed with cruise control right here with these buttons, your following distance with the scroll wheel, and then you can engage and disengage. You can disengage the system by pulling up on the stalk, and then you can engage adaptive cruise by single pressing down, and then the steering assist by double pressing down. Again, exactly like you would in a Tesla Model 3, Model Y, Model X. To control mirror settings, steering wheel angle, height, all you do is you just go into seats. You control your side mirrors with the buttons, just like you do in a Tesla. So a lot of this stuff is just kind of copied straight over from what Tesla does and utilizing this R1T. It all seems to work pretty well. The screen is responsive. I heard when these first came out that the screens were a little bit laggy. Maybe they've improved that with some hardware and software updates over the last year or two. One thing I do wish Rivian didn't copy from Tesla is the vent arrangement here. So we have to actually go into our screen to control our vent direction, which is just a bit odd and I think unnecessary. I think stuff like this is best left to keeping it simple and utilizing just regular physical controls. This infotainment is pretty straightforward and easy to use. We've got our navigation system, which does show you charge locations. So we just passed a bunch of chargers down here. not a whole lot up near our area. And nice thing is you can filter these. So right now we have filtered it for DC fast chargers over 100 kilowatts, which is great. And you can also select specific networks that you want to follow and stay within. You can see everything here relating to charging. We set our charge limit to 100% today because we want to max that out because we're doing some pretty long distance driving around and north of LA. And we'll get into some of the drivetrain settings and different drive modes later when we hit some canyon roads and go off-road. What about driving dynamics? How does this drive? As far as wind noise, NVH on the highway, it's a pretty quiet electric vehicle. You can hear there, our automatic steering just turned off as it kind of noticed that there was a truck next to us, and I had to make a little bit of a correction. That system's actually really good about disengaging when you need to take control over the vehicle, and it gives you a little bit of an indication noise telling you that, okay, you're in control now. So as a system to use on the highway in LA traffic and just cruising along for longer distances, this has been really nice to live with today. I will say the steering feel is a little bit lighter than I was expecting. The ride quality is good. There's a little bit of noise over bumps, and we're going to be testing that some more on these off-road trails to see how this really handles and feels in a rough road scenario. But it doesn't have the same solid feel of just amazing quality that, for example, the F-150 Lightning has, but it's still pretty darn good. The interior materials are fantastic. I love the design. It's a very clean interior from an aesthetic standpoint. Fit and finish seems to be really nice upon first impressions too. We have lots of Alcantara on our headliner. All of your touch points feel nice. I mean, it's pretty much just the steering wheel on this touchscreen, but we've got some cool functionality down here with, there's a speaker that's integrated in the center console that you can take out, connect with Bluetooth, and play some music if you're out and about. The emphasis on socialization, adventure, and experiencing the outdoors in this R1T, I think is really awesome. All right, pulling off onto the exit here for Hungry Valley State Park. Getting a little bit better of a look of Chris's rig. We're gonna put us into all-purpose mode here. Let's give you just a little taste of the power here. Regen is very strong. I've barely had to touch the brakes in this thing all day today. If we go into sport mode, ride stiffens up a little bit. You can choose between stiff and soft, and you have settings for brake regen, and it's all just right here, beautifully located. Yeah, this is quick. There is a lot of power here. And of course, because it's electric, it's all instant. All right, we are out here in the Rivian R1T at Lockwood Trailhead. Figured I'd get a good shot of it before it gets all dirty. It has only about 300 miles on it, and this is about as clean as it will ever be after today. We've got a couple guys tagging along with us today. We've got Steve from RPM Off-Road Garage in his beautifully built Toyota Tundra, and Chris from the GXOR Facebook page. He also is with Alpha Equipped Wheels. I'm sure you guys have seen their wheels places, pretty popular brand on Tire Rack and in the off-roading, overlanding scene. So these guys are kind of my contacts locally here. They're showing us around on some cool off-road trails. A lot is closed today, unfortunately. So we're gonna do our best to kind of find some stuff that isn't flooded out here in California, but not ideal situation for this week, but we're working with what we can. Let's hop in the Rivian R1T. We'll set up in our various off-road modes and figure out what we want for different terrain. And we'll also probably try to get some high-speed driving in today. See what this can do. And it has a drift mode, so we'll try that out. So here's our all-terrain screen. We have options between soft sand, rock crawl, rally, which I'm sure is kind of, is that higher speed stuff? That lowers the ride height, okay, and then drift mode, which we're at 15 inches of ride height right now, so it actually gives you it in inches. You can do a lot with 15 inches. That'll be a good time. All right, let's set off. We'll just leave it in all-terrain mode and see where that takes us and see what happens ahead of us today. Yeah, all I've noticed is just a little bit of noise from the suspension, but the ride quality is really good in this thing. Of course, everyone in the comments will say I could do this in my Camry.
Or Pontiac G6.
Or Pontiac G6, yes.
Little backstory to that, right?
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
And this is one pedal driving right now, so.
Wow. The brake regen is that strong.
Yeah, we've got a high level of regen. We can control that here, turn it to a little bit of a lower setting.
That's cool.
We're at placard air pressure, so we're not really going to bother airing down today. We do puncture. We've got a full-size spare and a
pit crew.
Yeah, pit crew, exactly. Well, these Pirelli Scorpion AT tires should do all right. This could be a driftable corner here. Yeah. Not too rough. Yeah, you can really see all the erosion from the rain. It's been pretty heavy.
Yeah, we got some crazy rain recently.
I bet. It kind of was before I arrived, so I didn't really see much of it, but
Yeah, you missed out on all the fun.
flying in, I've never seen it so green over LA. Oh, see, in off-road mode, it is limiting me on acceleration. So let's see, what can I do here? Oh yeah, it's still going to limit me on speed. Yeah, this is a little jump.
I don't
That's
know
cool.
where that goes. That could be a little offshoot.
Yeah.
I went straight, but
All right. This is a higher speed section. What about if we go into drift?
it'll slow down up there.
Yeah, we'll get ready. Let's see here. There we go. That's more like it.
Holy smokes, dude. Jeez, dude.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounded like an RC car.
it's really fast.
Really nice RC car. Made for humans. Gosh. That's just nuts.
And that was probably just two-wheel drive.
There should be a stream right down there.
Yeah, a little stream. Yeah, this is all lower speed stuff.
Yeah, I mean, besides a little bit of suspension noise over bumps, the ride's pretty good. I know they've done a lot of work with the geometry here to kind of keep it. Oh, let's try this. This looks like a nice little.
Yeah.
There's one right behind you too. Later on the way out,
Okay.
you see that the little offshoot right there?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a
ruts
nice
right
little
there.
climb.
Lift
Cool.
the tire maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is nice and rutted. We should be able to see how it does. So yeah, let's just start off in all terrain. See what it does on its own. It's quad motor, so it can just figure everything out on its own.
Gosh, this is like
Easy
the
mode.
equivalent of staying at the vacation and the off-roading.
And this gate's closed up here.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the
end.
start of the trail.
Okay.
But there is a little bit.
There's a little bit
some
more
stuff
to
over
play around
here.
in.
Yeah.
I know we had some cameras somewhere. I forgot where they were though.
You should just try driving by the cameras alone.
I know. That'd be a fun challenge. Here we go, cameras. All right, so not as high res actually as we've seen some other cars, but you can get different views. You have side views, so you can see your front wheels and then the front tires. That's probably the most useful view out here.
So convenient.
It's so convenient. It's like cheating, you know. You don't even need
Oh, yeah.
spotters.
Steve, don't you feel like you're like at spa day while off-roading at the same time?
Totally,
This
man.
thing?
Yeah, we could put some Mozart on in here, whatever, you know.
Easy listening.
Yeah.
Right to the right here.
Jazz.
It's nice.
Let's see what this is like here.
That'll be fun. Eat it.
There we go. So just footing down. It's figuring it out. Just crawling up nice and slowly. Oh, I think we're kind of stuck there. So let's go back. How do we go back? Let's do rock crawl. That might give us a little bit more of an aggressive setting.
Be nice to TOPher, Mr. Rivian.
Windshield washer fluid low. It says we need.
It's like,
It says we need to go back onto level ground.
That's the number one priority. You might have to get off you, then go back.
Yeah, we'll try this again. All right. And also, I was challenging it going slow. I mean, that's why we're out here today. Is we're trying to test this thing and see what it's capable of, and kind of push its system's limits. All right. So this is rock crawl. Let's get a little bit more. What's going on here? All right. Rock crawl, stability on, hold on, stiff. Okay. Let's see what this does.
Yeah, party time.
Yeah. There we go. And this is where we got hung up last time. Let's see if it's figuring it out. Good.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, no drama. Quad motor. Easy. Look at that.
Yeah, dude. This doesn't even seem like off-roading.
I know.
I'm just on a tour right now. That was pretty cool, the different modes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm most impressed with just how quiet the systems are in this. It really doesn't, there's no drama. Got some pretty deep ruts. Sending power to the wheels with traction. And it just figures it all out. Easy. Let's go down. And this is all just one pedal driving too. I haven't even touched the brake yet today. So this is nice. Can't really see much. Awesome.
Down.
Let's climb up here again. Yeah, rock crawl really kind of allocates that torque to the wheels with the most traction. And it's also seamless. We're still at our highest setting. So let's see what clearance is like here. Easy. Tried to run over Steve there. I think this is kind of the first EV off-roader that's utilized the quad motor setup to really do what it should be with like power distribution and figuring it out with all the electronics and doing a good job with it instead of utilizing like traction control or brakes and stuff. You know,
they're actually capitalizing on the equipment.
Exactly. Yeah. It's almost like this underbody almost looks like it has like portal axles or something.
Yeah.
But it just because there's nothing there except for motors on all four corners. That's
So
wild.
the motors are
just inboard of the suspension then, right?
I guess so. Yeah, yeah. Nice
It's interesting
recovery
seeing
points.
like, you know, something that's funny is like when you were going up and down, I'm like, man, look at that thing. It's like a perfectly flat bottom.
Yeah,
Usually
it's completely
we see
level.
a frame and, you know, a drive shaft or something like that, but it's perfect flat bottom.
You don't need skid plates because it has an integrated skid plate for the battery, because if that's punctured, it's game over. So it's really thick. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, no, it's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, and the you know, the crawl, I don't know, they have a specific name, but the crawl control is so quiet, it just works.
Yeah.
Right?
I have to
Seamlessly.
push the pedal down quite a bit. Like I was almost floored through this section where probably, I don't know if a wheel came up or if it was still in contact, but I had to go pretty much flat out and then it pushed through.
I see. They probably changed the pedal sensitivity.
Yeah.
So you don't like,
Definitely.
in case you're like off balance in the truck, you're not like, oh shoot, you mat it by accident.
Yeah. No, it's very dulled. And I think
Yeah.
in off-road mode, it only goes 20 miles an hour.
There's more open space over there.
Okay.
There's a little water pit.
Let's go check it out.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Let's go see.
You know, it'd be good to like teach your kids how to off-road in this thing. Since you can turn the power way down.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you can off-road, you just can't go faster than 20 miles an hour. Let's go here, drift, turn off stability. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're okay. So standard ride height, 11.5 inches. High regen, stiff ride. Let's turn this to soft. Stability is off. We'll get past some of these rocks and see if we can slide it around a bit. Drift mode. Drift mode.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
That thing takes off.
It's so fast.
That is so tempting right now.
Probably don't want to take it off the jump.
Man, you can get some air on that thing.
Yeah.
Just be careful of the oncoming car.
Yeah,
just
right.
in case. Yeah. I got stuck behind one slow dude over here yesterday.
That's pretty nuts. Earlier we had a corner up here. Maybe we'll hit this a couple times, get some shots.
I love that feel when it's biting for traction.
Yeah.
It's getting it.
Holy shit.
It's brutal.
I know, man.
Gosh, but it's like, it seems like it's, you're in control.
Yeah.
Some time.
All right, let's turn around and see if we can hit that one more time.
Yeah, this thing's pretty ridiculous.
It's insane. You see the tire marks.
Oh shit. This thing freaking moves. God, dude, it's just brute force.
Yeah, it's probably more power than necessary. Like even a Raptor can't do that.
No.
I know.
Yeah, just gaining that much speed
Yeah.
in
It
short
comes out
space.
so fast.
Yeah. Is that ABS?
Yeah,
Good brakes too.
good brakes.
Yeah.
You need it.
Okay.
Got like 5% from regen on that.
I mean, it smooths out pretty well at higher speeds.
Yeah.
That's nice and comfy. Yeah. You get in some trouble, that's for sure. I wonder where that little offshoot to the left goes.
It might hook back on the main road, but go ahead and check it
You
out.
could check it out, yeah.
Things ridiculous, dude. What happens when a bunch of tech bros are like off-roading?
I know.
make a product.
They really, I mean, they figured out some cool stuff with this thing.
Yeah, this is only the beginning, which is kind of scary too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, got some deep ruts here. This looks like it used to be muddy. There's probably a little bit of water underneath here.
This place is probably underwater like a week ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you know, this isn't an extensive off-road trail, but it gives us an idea of what we want to kind of test. Is that was a pretty good climb,
Absolutely.
and then drift mode is freaking insane.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know.
Yeah. Certainly not a gimmick in this.
No.
This vehicle.
Yeah, this thing would really be fun at Pismo.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh,
Sand?
it would be insane. Yeah.
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 You just need to have a portable charging station. You're good.
So the dunes out in Michigan are very similar to the dunes at Pismo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger, pretty big park, but the sand's about the same. You know, you got to air down about 12, 15 psi, and it's a lot of fun. Really good time.
Just seeing what Whistling Diesel did over there.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Tight corners, give you an idea how wide the track is and stuff, and what you can fit into.
Yeah, the only thing is that this doesn't have like a trail turn assist that'll like break the inside wheel like the Bronco
I
does.
thought that was a tank mode, wasn't it?
I don't know. Yeah,
Or
maybe it
was that
is.
like some type of developer, dev tool thing.
It could have been. This camera's nice there. Yeah, this is just nothing special here. Ride's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is so comfy.
Very impressed. He didn't even have the air down.
No,
Yeah, it's like a 20-inch wheel, too, right? Or 22?
it is. Yeah, it's huge.
Freaking
I'm like,
tubs.
usually I wouldn't think of 20s as good off-road wheels or even have a good selection of tires, but what's down here?
I guess the creature is now. You want me to spot it first?
Yeah, probably. This looks like just a creek.
Yeah. We'll run over it. We'll get some footage. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
I wonder where that. Probably.
Oh, yeah, it just drops back right over here.
So looking pretty good, and we can just crawl down this with just a little bit of pressure on the throttle pedal. I'm not even pressing the brake. Easy. We'll skirt between these rocks. Use our cameras a bit. All right, so we're in some softer sand and mud now, and we're just going to kind of make a little bit of a loop out of this. Get back to our camera view. Luckily, this is a pretty narrow vehicle, and you can make some gaps that you otherwise wouldn't be able to in larger rigs.
Hard right, all the way. There you go. Straighten out a little bit. Go forward. Perfect. There you go. All right, go straight. Now make a hard right. Okay, now back up a little bit. There you go. All right, now hard right, forward. There you go. That was good.
And then up the hill, we'll get some speed for this. Relative speed. All without disturbing the sounds of nature.
I'm running out of adjectives to describe how easy this thing makes everything right now.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, they've done their due diligence with off-roading, that's for sure. You can tell all the development they've done and time they've spent. Have you guys seen the frunk yet?
No.
So you
Got
go.
a six pack in there for us?
You could. I actually haven't opened this yet, so I don't know where it is.
Somewhere?
She was like, go down the center and then like a hand's width
Oh, there
over.
it is. There's a button right there.
Oh, there it is. Cool. And it just opens. And you can,
Pac-Man.
yeah. You can put your,
Is this a false floor or something?
yeah,
Oh,
probably.
there's the. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so there's more.
What's this?
Oh, it's like a lock for like a bike or something,
Wow.
maybe. I don't know what this is.
It's part of the charger stuff.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
charger. Yeah, so that's your 240 garage charger. Pretty fancy.
Yeah. Very thought out and everything.
Yeah.
And it's not just like there just to be another feature.
You guys see the gear tunnel?
Oh yeah.
This is pretty
I
wild.
wanted to see this.
Yeah.
It's actually a good size too. It's not, work truck size, but it's not small.
Yeah, it's like slightly between Ranger and F-150.
Yeah.
You know? You could sleep in there.
Yeah. Want me to climb in there?
See you guys in a few hours.
Later,
On the
dudes.
way in.
That's the air compressor line.
Oh, it is it.
Yep.
That's cool.
Put like 2 carry-on bags in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cameras.
12-volt plug in there too.
Oh, that's cool.
Open the other side.
So you like recharge your gear inside, like your camera stuff?
Yeah, you could. And then I think you can also put a camp kitchen in there.
Yeah, that was.
And that pulls out.
Yeah, and that thing is just nuts.
How do you open it?
There's a button right here on the
Oh.
bed. Yeah. There's these little integrated hidden buttons
Yeah,
everywhere.
a little Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, this is for the tonneau cover, and then this pops the tailgate. Oh, that actually came down this time. Nice.
I don't wonder why it didn't.
Maybe
There's
we're.
a pass-through for the middle seat, the back row seat to get
Oh,
into
cool.
the cargo.
That's nice. So you can access it
Yeah.
from there. Just grab something in the back. I mean, for having this much cargo space in a truck that's not the bed is amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, this could be like secure storage,
For sure. Yeah.
'cause, but it does have that rolling tonneau cover, so that's nice too.
Yeah. It's a good bed.
I like these tie downs too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like flush mount.
Here's your compressor connection. What's on this side over here?
So yeah, and including the bottom tie downs.
A couple outlets.
It's all flush. LED lighting under.
Yep, probably. Oh yeah, there's 2 big LED strips right
Button
here. It's got like a man running.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, is that in case someone gets
Oh, to get
Oh,
out,
to escape. Yeah, if you're
You
like
get
locked in the
in.
tonneau. You can't kidnap anyone these days. It's no fun.
Thanks, car maker.
Yeah. Health and safety. All right, let's do some more exploring.
Sure.
Maybe we'll grab a GX
Sure.
and get some shots of that. That'd be fun.
Do you wanna run it through this track again, or?
Yeah, why not? We'll just take it back here, and
Yeah.
I think this just loops around. There's nothing too special.
Yeah. No.
You can see some old off-road, like some sections maybe people taking like side-by-side and stuff. It's overgrown, but I'm sure the party's past the gate.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. This is more than I can just drive to in Michigan without a pass or something, so.
That's all right.
Cool. Well, hopefully that gave you guys a taste of the Rivian R1T off-road. We'll see if we can find some more stuff later today, but a nice initial impression of this truck, and all this stuff just works so well. All right, so just for a balanced review, we've got to take this for a quick rip on the pavement and see what it can do. Since we didn't really do much acceleration testing in this earlier,
Depends who you talk to.
definitely need some grab handles to get up in here. We're, of course, in off-road mode still, so we'll have to get out of that. There we go. Press the brake pedal to start it. We'll go into sport, lower the ride height. And this will go into the lowest ride height, which is still 9.5 inches of ground clearance. That's pretty good. We have 66% battery, so we should still get a good amount of power. All right, heads back.
All right.
Ready?
Oh God. Oh shit.
This is a truck.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing, right?
And it handles like a sports car. Just insane. And we're on all terrains.
Yeah. All you hear is just nothing.
Wind noise.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy. Like you would expect it in a car, right? But man, a truck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, like I keep on forgetting when I'm in.
So this is sport mode. Suspension's in stiff.
Yeah.
It's just a onslaught of G-force, you know? You can feel a little bit of tread squirm, but
Yeah. Oh, that's just the mud being scrubbed off.
yeah, exactly.
This thing was just off road not too long ago.
Just crazy.
Is this real life or what?
Yeah.
Dude? You know, this is what it's come down to in automotive development.
It's just all electric motor sounds.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Freaking moves.
I think after a couple launch controls, you'd probably get a little sick, you know?
I got nothing, dude. I got nothing to say.
These tires really do well.
I know, right?
Consider we went off road.
Yeah.
Did pretty good off road.
Uh-huh.
Now we're just hanging turns on the twisties.
Maybe that's why they're 20-inch all-terrains, a little more stiffness for the sidewalls. I don't know.
Definitely.
What's tire pressure at?
probably placards, which is probably pretty high. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to get this thing on like the road course track.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Put on some 200 truckload tires.
I know.
Some stickies.
Run like a 120 in the streets and stuff.
Should we do one more launch? Probably. Then we'll break out the sign. All right. Brain gets a little squishy.
Oh man.
What's like the average cheese on that? It's like 1.5 or something.
Didn't your phone like fly back?
It did.
Yeah. What is it? Carol Shelby used to do a thing. If you could grab the $100 bill off the windshield, you can keep it.
Yeah.
Not a chance
No
anymore.
way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for.
Hey, this is a good day.
It was fun.
Yep.
This is freaking weird.
This thing's impressive.
Yeah, just within the span of a matter of hours, all the things that this thing just showed off.
Yeah. No. It. People have said in their reviews that this is just, it does everything, and it handles like a sports car. It goes off road as well as, anything can from the factory, and it really delivers on all those promises. So I'm curious to see how we'll like it the rest of the week, but fast charging works. It's comfortable. It's under 100 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, what else does all these things for that? So
Tesla, please take some notes.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
See, you don't have to say.
Cybertruck doesn't even exist yet, but Rivian, they were first to market, which is great. So
No.
props to them.
Good job, Rivian.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
Keep up the good
Impressive.
work. Wonder what the horn sounds like. Okay.
Okay.
Can you change it?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of settings in here. Yeah, here's all the specs.
VIN number. Compass.
Large pack.
Oh, Normal, Illinois. Did they take over the Diamond Star plant or what?
Okay. It could be. You never know.
There's
There's
that camping thing.
camping. Oh, so this will level the truck. This is pretty ground too steep,
steep.
to level your truck
That's
here.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Yeah.
Where's this?
Camp
The
courtesy.
Yeti, dude.
This will turn on lights around you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Thank you again, man.
Thank you, my
This has been
pleasure.
quite the
Nice to meet
experience.
you.
Great to meet you. Yes.
Have fun with this thing.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this on a tight back road too. I mean, just get the whole gamut of testing. Oh wow, look at it. Look at it slammed.
Sick.
I'd really like to see this car at Streets of Willow.
I know, right?
Track day,
Kill everyone.
Rivian track day.
Trolling everybody.
That's crazy. It's crazy that it's able to maintain geometry at full height, and then down here, the wheels aren't like messed up. The alignment still looks normal.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of negative camber, but
Yeah.
the travel just maintains that. Oh, it's so
Yeah, I
cool.
don't know what to say, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty speechless of what this thing has just showed off.